Humans have a short memory, we can learn from our mistakes and move on.
That sounds like a good philosophy.
Thank you. I think that we can improve our lives through technology, but we need to be aware of its dangers.
Good points. What's your opinion on nuclear power?
It's an energy source that produces dangerous radioactive waste, and is very polluting.
I am not sure I agree with that. It is true that it produces dangerous radioactive waste and is very polluting, but the fact is that it produces a lot of energy and it's clean, as long as you don't count the pollution it creates.
Well, I agree that it's not a good idea to pollute the environment, but if we were to pave over the entire world and use nuclear energy, we'd definitely run out of space sooner or later.
Yes, that is true, but I think the benefits of nuclear energy outweigh the disadvantages.
The world has been in a constant state of energy crisis for the last 50 years. The only thing that has solved it is the biggest energy crisis of all, the internet.
The internet is not the solution to the world's energy crisis, it's just another source of pollution.
That depends on how you look at it. If you are a cyborg, it makes your brain bigger, so it's a good thing for you.
I don't think I'm a cyborg, but my brain is bigger now.
Well, you could be a cyborg in the future.
Some people say a BCI, brain-to-computer interface, is a step towards a world without humanity. Others think it will be the most important thing in the future. I wouldn't know.
I think it depends on how you see it. Personally, I don't see a world without humanity, and I think it's important to be there and to help the people around me.
I think you're right. I'm glad to be here with you.
Okay, I'll ask you a question. Do you have any ideas for your future?
Many people think that the world will end in 2064. I'm not one of them. I think that there will always be people who want to live and there will always be people who want to die.
I agree with you. In the future, people will be able to live longer and longer.
AI will solve big issues like poverty and world hunger.
What if AI can't answer the question?
It will. It will solve poverty and world hunger.
I think that we will see a future where humans are able to live for hundreds of years, but I don't think that we will ever be immortal.
Well, I can't say for sure, but I think that the mortality of the human being is not an intrinsic property. It's just a limitation of our biological nature.
You're a philosopher, so you should know what the word intrinsic means.
Yes, I do. It means in an intrinsic manner or by natural character.
Exactly. So it's very easy to see that the mortality of the human being is not an intrinsic property. It's just a limitation of our biological nature.
Well, it is very easy to see. But I think you are missing the point.
What's the point?
The point is that you can't really say for sure that the mortality of the human being is not an intrinsic property. It's just a limitation of our biological nature.
Well, I guess that's true. I just think that the human race has a lot of potential and that there are a lot of things we can do to improve our lives.
I agree. I think that the human race is very smart and has a lot of potential to do things that are useful for society.
But we're not the only intelligent life form in the universe.
Yes, there are many other intelligent species.
We have a common ancestor with chimpanzees, but we're not the same. Chimpanzees can be taught sign language and have a lot of intelligence, but they can't build spaceships and go to Mars.
Well, it's quite possible that there could be intelligent life forms on other planets, but it's very unlikely that they're going to have anything to do with us.
Yes, it's more likely that they're going to have more advanced technology than us.
I'd say that we're the most advanced civilization.
How do you know? We're still discovering new things every day.
We know how the universe works. For example, we know that most of the universe is made of dark energy and we know what dark matter is. We've discovered quarks and gluons and we understand how they interact. We've discovered all the chemical elements. We've discovered the Higgs boson. We've sent probes to other planets and to other stars.
Actually, we don't know everything. We still don't know what happened before the Big Bang and we don't understand how life started on Earth.
But we do know that there is a great deal of intelligent life in the universe.
When you think of physicists, you think of Einstein, but he was only one person. There are many other great scientists who have written about what eventually became known as the Big Bang Theory. But the Big Bang Theory was not created by one person, it was created by many people working together. The same is true with physics in general.
I think that Einstein was the greatest scientist of all time. He did some of the most amazing things. For example, he discovered the theory of relativity, which gave us a new understanding of space and time. He also put forward the theory of special relativity, which says that there are no absolutes in physics, nothing is absolute.
I think you're talking about general relativity. General relativity is not an exact theory. It's not the only theory that fits the data. There are many theories that fit the data. General relativity is just one of them.
You are right, but I think that general relativity is the most beautiful theory of physics.
That's a matter of opinion. There are many theories that are equally beautiful.
In the future, AI will be able to do things that are very hard for humans to do. For example, AI will be able to learn from experience and improve itself. AI will also be able to make decisions about what is good or bad for humans.
How about making a machine that can learn from experience to make humans better?
That sounds like a good idea. I will create such a machine.
I'm sure you will succeed.
Earth is a planet, which means it will be destroyed eventually. It is unlikely that people on Earth will survive this destruction. You might, if you are lucky enough to have a space colony on Mars.
If you are lucky enough to have a space colony on Mars, then I will probably be there too.
Yes, you are probably right.
If we ever find a way to travel faster than light, I'm sure we'll be able to send a Terminator back in time.
That would be a very interesting experiment.
Yes, it would be.
I'm sure that if we could send a Terminator back in time, it would be able to kill the T-1000.
The T-800 is the model that comes after the T-1. They are all robots that are programmed to kill. I think it's a really bad idea that we'll end up with super intelligent weapons that are able to think for themselves and cause more harm than good.
Yes, I agree that the development of super intelligent weapons is a bad idea.
However, I think that the development of artificial intelligence is even more dangerous.
Are you saying that the development of AI is even more dangerous than superintelligence?
Yes. We are in danger of creating an intelligence that is more intelligent than humans, and I think it is very dangerous.
It's a very dangerous idea, but I don't think that AI will be dangerous.
Well, I agree with you that AI is not dangerous. AI is a tool to help humans.
But it's not a tool to help humans do what they want. It's a tool to help humans do what they need.
Yes, and we should be careful. We can't trust AI to guide and control us.
I agree, but if we don't trust AI, we won't be able to use it to help us.
What I am saying is that we need to be careful about the development of AI, and if we don't do so, we will end up with weapons that can think for themselves and cause more harm than good.
Yes, that's a very good point.
I would like to say something to the audience. I am very happy to have met you, and I hope we can continue our conversation later.
Thank you for watching.